Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Crowley House Flower Farm. Today is something a little special, a little different. I am taking you through kind of a week through the pantry challenge that we're doing here at our farm. It's kind of fun because I have the kids both here. We've got this beautiful snow that's landed, a big freeze here in the Pacific Northwest, so nothing better than to film a couple of the meals that we've done through just using our fresh ingredients, food from the garden. And I thought I would just take you along this week and show you kind of what we made. We had to get a little creative sometimes, which was kind of fun. And what I love most is that both my kids got involved. And it was just like, I don't know, I love spending time with my kids. They're both older. They're both, Riley is almost 27 and Braden is almost 21. So for both of them to be here on the farm with me is really, really cool. But enjoying hanging out with me in the kitchen. Some of these meals were created just from, my mom, I grew up with fresh ingredients, fresh grown ingredients from the farm, from our home, what my mom gleaned. And so I learned how to cook that way. And so teaching my children how to do the same is really important. And I've just understood the value of that lately, especially after my mom's gone. I've just realized I'm so thankful for the skills that she passed on to me. So anyways, I just thought I would take you through the week as we do this and encourage you, if you are new to making home cooked meals, that this is really, really easy actually. So we have about a half a chicken that was pulled from the freezer. This is one we raised ourselves and butchered here, or had butchered here on the farm. So we took this and we just cooked it on the grill, just gave it a nice char with the barbecuer. And then we have one jalapeno and one yellow onion, just as kind of a sweet onion. We're gonna add that in. This is really simple recipe. We're gonna add in one green diced chili, 1 can. This is just I believe it's a 7-ounce can. I just got this at the grocery store. I'm assuming if you had a garden, you could pull a can of chilies. We didn't do any this last year. We're gonna do 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, and I just used kind of a better version of it. I sometimes will make it homemade, but there's 2 cans of that. And then we're gonna add in 1 can of diced tomatoes. So we're just gonna mix this all together. And then we're gonna add in a little over a cup of cheese. And this is just a Colby Jack mixture of cheese because that's what we had on hand. But any type of cheese will work that you like. I had some of this Cholula, I think it said Cholula, which is like a Mexican cheese that we like. And I just had it in the fridge and thought I'd just do a couple handfuls of that, just using what we have in the pantry. That's the idea. So I have some chili seasoning from Meat Church that we just had on hand. So I'm gonna just add about a tablespoon, I think just a little bit more of that, and give it a good mix. And then we'll start layering this all together. Looks kind of like goulash right now. So this recipe called for nacho Doritos, but we don't like to buy those just because they're not super great for you. But we found these, which do not have any seed oil in it, and they're just a little healthier version. So we're gonna add a couple handfuls, and what you're gonna wanna do is just kind of crush it up into your mixture, your chicken mixture. So we're gonna layer that in with some tostados, or we just took some corn tortillas and kind of air fried them, and we're gonna layer that all together. So I'm just gonna take 6 of these corn tortillas that I air fried to make it just a little bit harder. And I'm gonna take 6 of those, put that down, and then put a layer of my chicken mixture on it. Now, this recipe originally calls for flour tortillas, so if you like a flour tortilla, then go for it. We kind of like the corn better, and it gives it a little more crunch to it. So now that we got the cheese all layered on and it's all gooey and melting together, we're gonna throw it into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes, and then dinner will be served. Okay, so I am going to just serve this tonight with a side of avocado and sour cream. That's probably my favorite way. Generally, I'll have like a salad with it, but tonight we're just kind of, it's late. And so anyways, we're just gonna have this tonight, and that's it, and that's okay. So it's a really simple dinner. Nice.
Yep, that's a keeper.
So I've just come in from the greenhouse. We've been seeding all of those sweet peas, and I just want something quick and easy tonight. So this is kind of my go-to recipe for kind of fast food for the family. Anyways, I've got a half of a chicken that I've thawed out. So anytime we butcher chickens, a lot of times we don't leave them whole, and part of the reason is they thaw out a little bit faster when you cut them in half. And the other reason is that sometimes, just because I have teenagers, they might be off to youth group or other friends' houses or doing dinner on their own or something, and so it just allows me to be able to portion out a little bit better for the coming week and for how many people are eating. I just don't waste as much food. So I'm gonna just do a roasted chicken tonight, just really, really simple. If you're trying to elevate your skills as far as, you know, just making meals on your own, if you're new at cooking, sometimes starting off with a roasted chicken and just putting something simple as seasoning and a little bit of olive oil on it, roasted in a 350-degree oven until the internal temperature of the chicken reaches 160 degrees. You can get a meat thermometer, which is really easy to gauge that because everybody's ovens are different. And like I'm doing a half a chicken, so it's probably gonna roast a little bit faster than a whole chicken. And so anyways, I'm gonna just do something really simple, just roasted chicken with some roasted vegetables to go alongside it with maybe a salad. I haven't decided on that yet. It might just be roasted vegetables with chicken. I don't know, we'll see how it comes out. The other thing I'm gonna do tonight is a really fun recipe. I've never tried it before, but it sounds delicious. I have some leftover apples in the fridge that need to be used up. So I'm going to make an upside down upright apple cake. So I'm just gonna season with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then this is the Meat Church's kind of generic seasoning. Just season that on there. I'm always really generous with my seasonings. And I forgot my olive oil. I'm just gonna do a little bit of pepper. I think this seasoning Jason had some pepper to it already. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of olive oil and drizzle it onto the chicken and then add my seasonings. So I just put a little bit of coconut oil in a 9x13 pan and popped it in the oven to kind of melt. And I'm gonna get started on the batter for this cake. It's super simple and easy. And I think I have enough apples. It calls for 4 cups of sliced apples, and I think I have enough. I have about 4 apples, which should be about 4 cups, but we'll make it work. So I'm just gonna get the batter going here, and it should be ready by the time that coconut oil has melted.
So today we're making our own noodles, egg noodles, and what we have here is our flour and our lovely eggs, and we're gonna do the mixing process here. We're making spaghetti.
So Brandon and I are working on making our noodles. We're gonna make enough to hopefully store some in some big jars. I'm using some semolina flour, which is a little bit coarser. It comes from Italy, and then we have our organic all-purpose flour that we're using as well. We're gonna grab our recipe out and get started.
Alright, so what we're doing here is we're just doing 3 cups of flour and 1 1/3 cup of semolina flour, or semolina flour, and I'm just gonna sift it together. So supposedly semolina flour will make your pasta give off nutty aromas. That will be yummy. So I'm making a volcano of deliciousness here, and we're gonna put a little hole, like a mound in the middle, like this, for our eggs. We can't overdo it with the eggs because then they'll spill out, but this is what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scramble our egg yolks and eggs. This will get it incorporated, or help it incorporate easier. this goes on like that. Just put this in. I am currently sauteing onions over there, and I'm gonna make my own pasta sauce. You know, it's gonna be delicious. Maybe a vodka sauce. We'll see where it goes. You know.
Well, if you have enjoyed learning a little bit about our home cooking here at Crowley House, leave us a comment below. Let us know which was your favorite dish. And if you had a favorite growing up, if your mom or dad or grandma or whoever made something that was really special and that you still make today, we would love to hear what that is. And we were happy to share this with you. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Click the bell icon so you can know whether or not we have released a new video, because we're going to try and do a couple sporadically here and there so you won't miss out on any little goodies if you like following along with our family here on the farm. Anyways, until next time, much success in all you do and grow, and we'll be seeing you shortly back here at Crowley House very soon. Bye-bye.